Good morning. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we introduced the idea of contentment. We talked about it as a state of mind in which we can be internally at peace, even when the outer world of our life circumstances may be anything but happy. I'm reminded here of a coffee cup that I bought years ago with my daughter Amanda. And on this coffee cup is inscribed the following words of wisdom. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. I have to tell you, this very same cup sits on my bathroom counter, and I review it, if not daily, at least a few times a week. And I've done that over all these years since I first discovered it with Amanda. And I think this cup, the sentiments of this cup, come close to getting at what we talked about yesterday when we discussed contentment. I think just as peace of mind might actually be less contingent on outer circumstances than we might otherwise assume. So it is that I think that my life happiness, or our term, contentment, might well also be surprisingly free from external contingencies. Sure, things happen to make us sad. I've shared with you a friend's recent death, as well as another very dear friend of mine being critically ill right now with a very grim prognosis. Add to that the death just this past week of my dear friend Logan's beloved cat of many, many years, Nina. So no, I'm not happy with any of this, nor would it even be real or make sense to me to pretend to be. But as I shared with you yesterday, I do find myself unexpectedly, kind of surprisingly buoyed by an inner sense of something. My wife calls it assistance, as in divine support. All I know for sure is that this inner calm and peaceful assuredness continues to break through, surprisingly to me, even amidst considerable inner darkness. In fact, these two qualities coexist. On the one hand, spiritual sustenance, right alongside of and infused within quite human suffering. You know, I'm convinced that one of the key gifts of recovery from enslavement, which, as we've talked about before, is the actual root word for addiction. I think enslavement of all kinds, one of the key gifts of recovery from this kind of enslavement is the peace that we're talking about here, the contentment that we're talking about. And I really do believe that it's each one of our birthrights. I hope you'll join me in saying, here's to that in this new year, moving forward. I'll look forward to you joining me here at the Vitality Project in 2020. Thanks for being with me this past year and looking forward to this new year together.